Welcome to Comfort Time, where we share testimony stories. Our story for today is dangerous habits. Dangerous habits, what are those and why does it matter? Just like the previous video that I talked about where I said it matters and the link will show, this video also shows that dangerous habits do follow you wherever you go. I'm going to share a story of a young man, a very serious young man that I'm very close to. This young man is very hardworking, very educated, did his first degree, masters, others did them abroad, and one who can work whenever they are called upon. He doesn't mind if it means he works through the night as long as results are gotten. But while working hard as that may be, when it gets to Friday, there's a saying in my country in Bemba that says Friday njikata. Basically that means Friday, catch me if you can, because Friday now is for living. So now when Friday comes, it means that now it's partying, it's going out, it's drinking, it's having fun, letting go of all the stresses of the week. You might say, what's wrong with that? And maybe there's nothing wrong, but I'm saying that is dangerous because at one point that can come to bite you. And this is exactly what happened to this young man. He came to me in tears. This is what happened. I cannot believe. And I was like, God, talk to me, walk me through the entire process. And he shared with me that he has been working so hard and everybody appreciates what he's been doing, but he started feeling, I'm the one doing all the donkey work. I think it's time I moved higher. I moved into managerial positions. So he scanned his company, and it's a big company, and he saw that as long as I'm here, this is not going to happen because there's not going to be any opening. So he started looking around in other companies. Where can I find a position that I feel at this point I deserve? I've worked in many companies, big companies. I've got the experience I need, the exposure I need. I think it's time I helped others instead of being the one that does all the work. So fine, he started looking around, and before long he got feedback that this company is looking for people in his position. These companies, so he sent CVs to those companies, and before long he was called. So he went for, when they called him at this very nice international company, he was very happy. He says, I was very sure that that was my position. So he got a permission from work. He got a day off to go and attend the same interview, and he did his research. He knew what the company was about. He got in touch with some other people who could help him understand what the company was all about, and he felt like that fitted him perfectly. So went for the interview. It just flowed. He was so happy after the interview, and he knew he had nailed it. So they told him they would call him, they would write to him or call him. So he was in high spirits as he went to the old job. He was inwardly saying bye to everybody. He was like, he was flowing and thinking, okay, so these people don't know they're seeing me for the last time. This one, the receptionist, and he was extra nice to everybody because he was that kind of a person, very jovial, Everybody loved him, even at his company, from the cleaner to the very highest. They loved him. He is someone with who is very, very loving, someone who is very compassionate and empathetic. So he was busy inwardly saying bye, bye, bye to everybody, and a week passes and they didn't call him. Okay, maybe it's too soon. Second week passes, nothing. Third week, it's now getting to a month. What's going on? So he started getting concerned. Then he called someone from the company to find out what was going on, if the position had been filled. And yes, you guessed it, it had been filled. He could not believe it. He said, but even some of the people who interviewed me told me I was the best. So who else could have gotten the position? And he was really, really sad. So now started investigations. What could have happened? And you know what the reason was? Yes, he was the best, and they really would have loved to have him because of his work culture. He was so hardworking. He was someone that you can depend on when it comes to work. But they said his habits, yes, habits outside work, they matter. So they looked into his life, discovered that from Friday to Sunday, he's the life of the party. He goes drinking, partying, and they were like, we need a manager. And a manager must have certain characteristics, certain behaviors that should go with a manager. Obviously, this guy, hardworking, experienced, or whatever that he is not mature enough to fill this position. So, sadly, we'll give the position to the next person. He was not in a serious relationship, or even looking at getting into a serious relationship. So all those things worked against him. So young men, young women out there, this is about cautioning you and letting you know that it matters what you do in life. Your behavior matters. How people look at you will stop you from going further in your life. So yes, play, but there's time for everything. There's a time for playing, and there's a time for being serious. So as you mature, make sure that even your habits are those of a mature person. Don't just go around fooling around as if you are 16 or 20 years old. Know that it's now time to settle. Settle if you're going to progress in life. This is a caution to the young men, the young women out there. Even the adults, the elderly. If you are an elderly and you behave like a young person, you are going to lose your name. People are going to look at you as someone who is not growing, and you appear a fool in everybody's eyes. So you only have your name. Your character, your behavior say a lot about you. Your morals, your ethics. Be authentic, be genuine. Let people see that when you say yes, you mean yes. When you say no, you mean no. And also let them see that you are seriously minded. That will go a long way in helping you get to where you would like to be. You cannot wish for a managerial position with childhood activities and behaviors. I pray that this helps you to reflect on your lives and see where you can make changes. It's never too late. Comfort Time continues. Please remember to give us a thumbs up. Share our videos widely so that this information can help many more people. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. They won't take anything from your bundle. Just as you are listening to me now, check on your page where it says subscribe, click on it, and you'll have brought a smile to Aunty Yunike's face. So thank you very much. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.